And just like that, another regular season has come and gone. 241 teams across Division III kicked off this football season, but now only 32 remain. Who will be crowned the 2023 Division III National Champion this season? Well, my name is Jacob Buttar, and now let's take a look at all 32 teams in this year's NCAA playoff field looking for that Stag Bowl crown. Now let's take a look at the top left quadrant of this year's NCAA playoff bracket. The first game we'll be previewing here is the Minnesota Morris Cougars at the Wisconsin Lacrosse Eagles. Minnesota Morris finished the season 7-3 overall as they won the Upper Midwest Athletic Conference title this season, and they're making their 6th playoff appearance in school history and their first since 1981. Meanwhile, for Wisconsin Lacrosse, the Eagles finished this year 9-1, winning the Wisconsin Intercollegiate Athletic Conference for the 35th time in school history, their first outright title since 2004. This is the Eagles' 14th playoff appearance, their third consecutive as well, as their two-time national champions back in 1992 and 1995. And between Minnesota Morris and Wisconsin Lacrosse, this will be the first meeting between the two schools. The winner of that matchup will face the winner of Co at Aurora. The Co Hawks finished the year 9-1 overall, hailing from Cedar Rapids, Iowa, as Co received an at-large bid out of the American Rivers Conference. The Co Hawks are making their 7th playoff appearance in school history and their first since 2012. Meanwhile, for Aurora, the Spartans finished the regular season 10-0 overall, and they are the champions of the Northern Athletics Collegiate Conference. They're making their 8th playoff appearance in school history, including their 4th consecutive trip, and this will be the 5th matchup all-time between the two schools, with Aurora leading the series 3-1. The next matchup in the top left quadrant of the tournament bracket will feature the Hardin-Simmons Cowboys at the Trinity Tigers. Hardin-Simmons finished the regular season 9-1 overall, as they were named the American Southwest Conference champions for the first time outright since 2004. The Cowboys are making their 12th playoff appearance in school history, including their 2nd consecutive, as they lost to Trinity 14-7 last year. The Tigers finished the regular season 9-1 overall as they won the Southern Athletic Association for the 3rd year in a row. The Tigers are also making their 15th playoff appearance in school history, including their 3rd consecutive as they were the national runners-up in 2002. This will be the 35th matchup all-time between the two schools. Hardin-Simmons leads the all-time series with 23 wins, 7 losses, and 4 ties. However, Trinity has won 2 of the 3 matchups between the two schools in the postseason. The winner of that matchup will face the winner of the Belhaven Blazers at the North Central Cardinals. Belhaven, hailing from Jackson, Mississippi, finished the regular season 9-1 overall as they won the USA South Conference for the first time in school history, and they will make their first playoff appearance in their history as well. Meanwhile, for the North Central Cardinals, they completed another undefeated regular season at 10-0, winning the CCIW for the 3rd straight year and 17th time in school history. North Central will be making their 15th playoff appearance as they are 2-time national champions, including the defending national champions from a year ago. They've made 3 straight Stag Bowl appearances. This will be the first meeting ever between these two schools. Now taking a look at the bottom left quadrant of the NCAA playoff bracket, the first matchup here will be the Illinois College Blue Boys at the Wartburg Knights. Illinois College finished the regular season 9-1 overall as they were named the Midwest Conference champions for the first time in school history, and they'll be making their 2nd playoff appearance in their school's history as well. Meanwhile, for Wartburg, the Knights finished the regular season an undefeated 10-0, winning the American Rivers Conference. They will be making their 16th playoff appearance in school history, including their 2nd straight after a semifinal defeat to Mountain Union last season, and this will be the first matchup between these two schools. The winner of that matchup will face the winner of the Chapman Panthers at the Whitworth Pirates. This will be the 12th meeting overall between the two schools, with Whitworth leading the all-time series 7-4, as Chapman hails from Orange, California, and the Panthers finished this season 6-3 overall as they won the Southern California Intercollegiate Athletic Conference Championship, which was the first ever championship for any school in the conference's history, and they'll be making their 4th playoff appearance as well. Meanwhile, for Whitworth, they finished the regular season an undefeated 9-0, hailing from Spokane, Washington. The Pirates won the Northwest Conference Championship after defeating Linfield in a battle between two undefeated schools last week. Whitworth makes their 5th playoff appearance in school history and their first since 2018. The next matchup in the bottom left quadrant of the tournament bracket will feature the Mount St. Joseph Lions at the Wheaton Thunder. Mount St. Joseph finished the regular season 9-1 overall as they're making their 6th postseason appearance in school history, still seeking their first playoff win as well, as they won the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference for the 2nd straight season. Meanwhile, for the Wheaton Thunder, they finished the regular season 9-1, receiving an at-large bid from the CCIW. Wheaton will be making their 14th postseason appearance in school history. This will be the 3rd meeting all-time between the two schools, with Wheaton leading the series 2-0, as they have been all postseason matchups so far. The winner of that matchup will face the winner of the Bethel Royals at the Wisconsin Whitewater Warhawks. Bethel finished the regular season 8-2 overall as they won the Minnesota Intercollegiate Athletic Conference for the 6th time in school history. The Royals will be making their 12th playoff appearance in their 3rd straight. Meanwhile, for Wisconsin Whitewater, they finished the regular season 9-1 overall. They received an at-large bid from the Wisconsin Intercollegiate Athletic Conference as they will be making their 19th playoff appearance in school history, including their 5th straight, as the Warhawks are 6-time national champions in what will be the 2nd meeting all-time between the two schools. Whitewater won the previous matchup 26-12 back in the 2018 postseason. Now taking a look at the top right quadrant of the tournament bracket, the first game will feature the Alfred State Pioneers at the Mount Union Purple Raiders. Alfred State finished the regular season 6-4 overall as they were champions of the Eastern Collegiate Football Conference for the first time in school history, as they will make their first playoff appearance in school history as well. Meanwhile, for Mount Union, the Purple Raiders finished the regular season a perfect 10-0 once again as they won the Ohio Athletic Conference for the 34th time in school history, and will be making an NCAA Division III record 34th playoff appearance, as the Purple Raiders have advanced to at least the semifinals 26 out of the last 27 seasons. They are 13-time national champions with 22 Stag Bowl appearances. This will be the first meeting ever between the two schools. The winner of that matchup will face the winner of the DePauw Tigers at the Alma Scots. DePauw finished the regular season 10-0 overall as they won the North Coast Athletic Conference for the 3rd straight season and completed their first undefeated season in school history at 10-0 as well. This will be the 4th playoff appearance in school history for the Tigers. Meanwhile, for Alma, they too finished the regular season 10-0, won the MIAA Conference for the 2nd straight year, and this will be their 3rd postseason appearance in school history. So it'll be just the 2nd meeting between the two schools, with Alma winning the initial matchup back in 1965. The next matchup in the top right quadrant of the tournament bracket will feature the Cortland Red Dragons at the Endicott Gulls. Cortland finished the regular season 9-1 overall as the Red Dragons won the Empire 8 Conference Championship. They're making their 12th playoff appearance in school history, including their 3rd straight. Meanwhile, for Endicott, the Gulls also finished the regular season 9-1 overall, winning the Commonwealth Coast Conference, and they will be making their 5th playoff appearance in school history, including their 3rd straight as well. The winner of that matchup will face the winner of the Grove City Wolverines at the Susquehanna Riverhawks. For Grove City, they completed a perfect 10-0 regular season as they won the President's Athletic Conference Championship, and they're making their first playoff appearance in school history. Meanwhile, for Susquehanna, the Riverhawks finished the regular season a perfect 10-0 as well as they won the Landmark Conference Championship and will be making their 8th playoff appearance in school history, including their 6th straight. This will be the 8th meeting all-time between the two schools, with Susquehanna leading the all-time series with 4 wins, 2 losses, and 1 tie. Now last but certainly not least, let's take a look at the bottom right quadrant of the playoff bracket. The first matchup here will feature the Western Connecticut Wolves at the Johns Hopkins Blue Jays. For Western Connecticut, they finished the regular season 7-2 overall as they won the Massachusetts State Athletic Conference Championship. They'll be making their 4th playoff appearance in school history and their 1st since 2001. Meanwhile, for Johns Hopkins, the Blue Jays finished a perfect regular season at 10-0 as they won the Centennial Conference, making their 12th playoff appearance in school history as well. This will be the first ever meeting between the Wolves and the Blue Jays. The winner of that matchup will face the winner of the Union College Garnett Chargers at the Delaware Valley Aggies. For Union College, the Garnett Chargers finished the regular season 9-1 overall as they receive an at-large bid from the Liberty League. Union will be making their 13th playoff appearance in school history, Their first since 2019 as they were runners-up in 1983 and 1989. Meanwhile, for Del Valle, the Aggies finished the regular season 9-1 overall as they were winners of the Middle Athletic Conference Championship. Delaware Valley's making their 12th playoff appearance, including their 6th straight. This will be the first meeting between these two schools. The next matchup in the bottom right quadrant of the playoff bracket will feature the Ithaca Bombers at the Springfield Pride. For Ithaca, they finished the regular season 8-2 overall as they were crowned the Liberty League champions, and they'll be making their 21st playoff appearance in school history as they are three-time national champions back in 1979, 1988, and 1991. For Springfield, the Pride finished the regular season 9-1 overall as they were champions of the New MAC Conference, and the Pride will be making their 9th playoff appearance in school history, including their 3rd straight. These two schools are no strangers to each other, as this will be the 40th matchup between the two in their schools' histories. Ithaca leads the all-time series with 30 wins, compared to just 9 losses, and last year the Bombers defeated Springfield 31-20 in the postseason. And lastly, the winner of that matchup will face the winner of the Christopher Newport Captains at the Randolph-Macon Yellow Jackets. For Christopher Newport, they finished the regular season 7-3 overall as they won the NJAC, and they'll be making their 11th playoff appearance in school history and their first since 2014. Meanwhile, for Randolph-Macon, the Yellow Jackets finished the regular season a perfect 10-0 as they won the Old Dominion Athletic Conference. Randolph-Macon will be making their 6th playoff appearance in school history, as the two schools will be meeting for the 3rd time in their school's history, with each school winning one of their previous meetings. And so that'll do it for this year's edition of our playoff preview show here on 91.1 WRMU. We wish the best of luck to all teams in the field as they all compete for the national championship, which will be played Friday, December 15th in Salem, Virginia. Make sure to tune in each week here to 91.1 WRMU throughout the postseason to follow along as the Mount Union Purple Raiders look to capture their 14th Stag Bowl championship in school history.